Hello there, my name's Jo Partner. As I say, you've probably heard of Grandma Moses, who started painting at the age of 80 and became very famous. Well, I've discovered I can write poetry, and I have one or two books published. I'd like to give a couple to you, so if you're ready, I'll start now. I once had a figure to die for. If you look at the photos, you'll see a waist that was small, and on top of it all a bust that was 36D. You could say I was proud of my figure. The face, well, that wasn't so good. But you can't have it all, so I just wore a shawl and I covered it up when I could. Now they all say that beauty is skin deep. Well, nobody ever saw mine until you came along, so manly and strong, and you told me that I looked divine. That was the time that love blossomed. I was yours, you were mine. Life was great. But it all had to end. You ran off with my friend and I started to pile on the weight. I once had a figure to die for. Well, the photos don't lie, you can see. But I've put on 3 stone and I'm often alone with my supper in front of TV. Now, I've heard of this marvellous teacher. They say he can shift all this weight. I'm seeing him soon, and I'm over the moon. Meanwhile, I'll just fill up my plate. That's one of the funnier ones, and now I've got one which just came into my head, and I thought this was quite sad, really. Nobody knows what's going to happen to us in life, but here we go. I saw Mrs. Jones again today. She was sitting by the window in her chair. I was on my way to work and she didn't know I was there. As I passed her little 2 up, 2 down, I called out a cheery, "Hello!" She turned very slowly towards my voice and her face took on a glow. I thought, I must pop in to see her, because ever since she became blind, her sons have curtailed their visits. They've left their mum behind. She was once a much-needed mother when the boys were very small, brought them up on her own. Never left them alone, and they grew up strong and tall. But now they're big names in the city, and they haven't a minute to spare to come home and visit their mother as she sits all alone in her chair. Don't forget, when you're young, fit and healthy, with your laptops, computers and phones, spare a thought for those people less lucky, because one day you could be Mrs. Jones. Thanks, folks.
Anything else you want to add? All right.